Hey everyone, today we're on the sweatiest map, Bloodline. I think everyone likes this map because you can't really get knocked down. It's very hard to get knocked down. So everyone likes this map, all the e-thugs like this map. I said I was going to talk about Aristotle in the last video and I just never did it. I'm going to do it now. There's like this big misconception with what the purpose of our life is. I talked about hedonism in the last video, talking about how some people believe that pleasure is the main thing, our main focus, our main objective for life. Is to just chase as much pleasure as we can. There's a thought experiment. I think his name is Nozick, Robert something, I don't know, but he came up with this thought experiment that combated that. Again, I mean, it's a really easy thing to kind of assume that, you know, obviously you'd want the most pleasure in life. That's what the purpose of life is, to just be as happy as you possibly can. And then he came up with this thought experiment, and it was basically, if you were given the option to plug yourself into a machine that puts you into this simulation, and it's just like your greatest dreams ever. Constantly, you're just living your greatest dreams. It's just pure dopamine going through your brain. And when you're in the machine, you don't know that you're in a machine, right? It's just a simulation. The tricky part comes like seconds before you making that decision. Like if you decide to say, yes, I'm down for it, you're not going to remember once you're in the machine, but the seconds before you're plugged into the machine is kind of like the longest seconds of your life, you know what I mean? So that was a thought experiment. I remember getting this, some guy asked to, if, oh my god, I can't talk. I'm just getting rocked. Like, I don't understand how this guy's getting the first hit. Because I definitely have lower ping than him. Holy movement. Like, am I tripping? How is this guy doing that? He's level 56. This guy put a dot in the chat. Why is everyone flaming me in the chat, dude? What am I supposed to do? Okay, anyway, so the thought experiment is basically like, would you be down to be plugged into this machine where you're just given constant pleasure? And, you know, if you're a hedonist, then you would easily just, no hesitation, say yes. The whole idea of this thought experiment is the realization that most people, when they're given this decision, when they're given this choice, most of them said, no, I don't want to be plugged into this machine, which it makes no sense. It goes against the whole hedonistic perspective, because you get what you want if you're a hedonist, right? It's just pure pleasure. You don't have to work for anything. You're just getting pure pleasure sucked into your brain. But, okay, why did you just go after me? Why me? Why? She looked at the other guy and was like, nah, they're gonna destroy me. So this Daisley noob is just gonna... What the... Oh, hell no, he's laggy. Oh my god, look, watch. Wait, I have no time. Okay, we're good. Anyway, I don't know how everyone's just like he's 13 wins. 13 wins piecing me up like that. A TNT tag player calling a bedwars player nasty. Like, this is just like insane. It's a homeless person calling another homeless person homeless. I think at first I was so down for it. I didn't really think that much about it, thinking like, man, if I'm always given pleasure, like, I'm gonna just do it, bro. And then, you know how you have this opinion and then you hear an opposing argument and that kind of makes you rethink your opinion. What is wrong with you, bro? And you just rethink your argument, and then you're kind of like, wow, maybe I'm just dumb. But not a lot of people do that, I think. When they hear an alternative perspective and they low-key resonate with that, I feel like that motivates them to argue their side more, even though they're not really fully believing in it, because no one wants to be wrong for some reason. But I don't think changing your opinion is a sign of weakness. Everyone just thinks that. I think it's a sign of strength, a sign of growth. You're willing to change as a person. So Aristotle came up with this belief. I don't know if it's really a belief. It's kind of an idea, which is, okay, that's a belief. What am I talking about? I'm like the biggest pseudo-intellectual ever, dude. Like, I'm trying so hard to sound smart, and it's just not working because I'm just not smart. I really want to kill this guy because he keeps dissing this bedwars player. So I'm gonna just, I want to avenge him, you know? But he has 800 wins. I don't know how much wins I have, I'm not gonna lie. Yo, I have 1,000 wins in this game mode? Yo, I low-key need to die. What? When did I get 1,000? I thought I had 100, bro. I low-key need to die. What? So Aristotle coined this term called eudaimonia, and it's very commonly misinterpreted as happiness. That's like one of the first criticisms that my professor mentioned about this term when he was talking about it in the class. He's like, you know, a lot of people, when you Google this term, they're gonna say it's happiness. But it's not happiness. It's very important to know, to recognize, to acknowledge that it does not mean happiness. Because when you Google it, you're going to see a lot of people, they're just going to simplify it into happiness. Oh, it basically means happiness. But what it actually means, what it literally means, is fulfillment or flourishing of life. And it's very different from happiness, because happiness is an emotion. You're not always going to be happy. Some people say, you know, happiness is a state of mind, but that isn't really true. Like, you could just always find the advantages and every disadvantage, but you're not going to be happy, you know? Like, if someone close to you, like, okay, if you get cheated on, right? You're not going to just be like, nah, happiness is a state of mind. I'm not even mad, bro. Honestly, I'm happy I got cheated on, you know what I mean? Like, you could recognize the things that you learn from being cheated on. You can be like, oh, well, when I was in a relationship with this person, I noticed these small things, but I just set them aside because I'm just like, maybe I'm overthinking, you know, maybe I'm just crazy because the person probably manipulated them and all that stuff. But then when you get cheated on, you realize like, damn, I was right the whole time. Like, I'm kind of Thanos, you know, I'm like low-key the Einstein of emotional intelligence. I'm gonna just lock in. I'm gonna just only pay attention to my own emotions. And that's like one thing that you learn from being in like a bad relationship. You become like a smarter, bigger person, metaphorically bigger, not actually bigger. I mean, I hope not. I mean, nothing wrong with, you know, anyway, you become like a smarter person, right? But you're not going to be happy about it. It's just kind of like a silver lining that you learn. And that's why Aristotle says you should strive for fulfillment instead of striving for happiness. Because if you strive for happiness, everyone has a different definition of happiness. Sometimes I'll be asking random people what their definition of happiness is. And it can vary from everyone. That's the whole point of like me asking it. And, you know, you can be a drug addict and just love shooting up heroin in your veins. And so if you tell someone to just always strive for happiness, they're just going to be like, well, you know, heroin makes me happy, so I'm going to just always inject heroin. But it's like, heroin's not going to make you feel fulfilled, you know? Because even when like your fulfillment is kind of like, how I see it is the journey of trying to... Okay, wait, let me lock in. I don't want to mess up this definition. I got to low-key open up my binder and see my notes that I put for this, because I don't want to mess this up. Okay, so what does fulfillment mean? What does flourishing of life mean? Well, I think it means chasing your passions, right? I've always wanted like a life-consuming goal. I think that's such a cool thing to have. There's this movie called Challengers, and you know, there are a couple questionable aspects of the movie, but the main point is about these tennis players chasing their passion for tennis. And someone described it as a life-consuming goal, and I thought that was such a cool way to describe what their hobby is, what their job is. Okay, I just can't lose this. How did they get the first hits? Am I just a noob? Oh my god. Rolled. What the? Also, they're not on Lunar Client. Is that the issue? Am I nerfing myself? Okay. Yo, what is this fight? We're like kissing the wall. Oh my god, you're such a noob. I swear to god, you're a noob. Big fat jiggly, like you're just so massive, dude. Oh my god, you're so annoying, dude. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want, dude? Oh, you want a screeny? Then type that, dude. Just type it. There's a guy with a bomb. Okay, anyway, so what does eudaimonia mean? So I said it means flourishing and fulfillment of life. And it very importantly does not mean happiness. Because like I said, happiness is an emotion, but fulfillment is kind of more of a state of mind, right? You can't say happiness is a state of mind. It's just not true. You're coping if you say happiness is a state of mind, but fulfillment is a state of mind. I think what fulfillment comes from is probably love. I talked about love in my last video, but I didn't talk about self-love. Did I talk about self-love? I think I did. No, I did. I brought up that Dostoevsky quote. Dude, how am I already out of things to talk about, dude? Okay, so self-love is the most important thing. Because if you don't have self-love, then you can't unconditionally love someone, which is very important when it comes to love. True love is like altruistic love. It's like boundless love that doesn't have any strings attached to it. You know, like you love someone just because you want to spread love. You don't love them because you want something from them, you know? A lot of people, they get this idea mixed up between infatuation and love. And I think infatuation comes from being insecure and just hanging on to someone because you don't have any love for yourself. So you're relying on them for love towards you as a person. I don't even know what is wrong with you, gang? Yo, what? This is the least laggiest Hypixel player, bro. And then they just hit me. Why does it look like they have more of an idea what's going on than I do? Nah. Oh my god. Actually owned, dude. Actually owned. How are they typing so much in chat, dude? Look at your ping. I'm lagging. Nah, you good? You good? What you mean, bro? You chilling at 20 ms. Like, how does this guy have 20 wins jumping on me? He's jumping. Is that just not rude? Yep. Hey, you know what I mean, dude? Like, it doesn't matter that he got more hits and he was shooting on me the whole time. All that matters is that he got the last hit. And hey, what can I say? Please don't let me fight again, bro, please. Okay, so I think fulfilling life is a life filled with love and like people around you that you can trust. Who was it? I think Carl Jung, he made like a list of things that he thinks every person who lives like a good, fulfilling life should have. I have it saved on my phone. Like, I have this photo album that's just like filled with just amazing, beautiful writers that describe life in a way that I can never describe it. It's so cool seeing them describe life in such pretty ways because we're all living life. And they describe life in ways that I would have never thought about. But it's like I experience it, you know, like we have the same experiences, but they're just like better at explaining it. It's like learning psychology for the first time. You learn about certain effects in psychology and you're like, wait, I know when that happened, but you didn't know there was a word to it. And the specifics about it, you just know it exists. And then you just kind of have like this way of someone wording things and it makes so much sense. And it's just awesome. What? Like, how did you just... I'm gonna just fight everyone here. It's like I'm playing sumo. And I'm also just straight lining. If straight lining is not working on this guy. There you go. Piece him up real quick. Hey, what's up? Come back, fight back. Oh my. When your aim Loki dies. Okay, this guy is so bad, but I'm gonna lose to him. No, I'm not. I'm gonna win. Manifest the win! Manifest it! Okay, sorry, my bad, y'all. Hey, GG. Ivory, I know you have 20 MS right now, bruh. I know you have 20 MS. Like, don't cap. You're not even lagging for real, bruh. What are we talking about? I hate when people make excuses for why they're losing. Like, they really said I'm lagging, bro. Like, what you talking about, man? Okay, so I whipped it out. Okay, that sounded crazy. What? I brought out the thing I was talking about, what Carl Jung said, what makes happiness in the human mind. And I know I said, like, you shouldn't use eudaimonia as a translation for happiness, but let's just say, like, this means eudaimonia, a fulfilling life. What the meaning of life is to have a fulfilling life. And what he says is some very vague stuff because everyone has their own definition of things that they're passionate about, things that they get, things that satisfy them, you know, just different passions, different hobbies. And so the first thing he says is good physical and mental health. You know, I know there's a lot of stigma against gym people and they're always like, bro, if your dog died, just hit the gym, bro, like you're gonna be good. But unironically, I think the gym helps a lot for me. I wish I started way earlier. It feels like I was kind of like, I don't know, just lifting heavy stuff just makes me really happy for some reason. So I don't want to be one of those people who are like, now go to the gym, you'll be good. But it definitely helps a lot. So good physical and mental health. Mental health is very difficult because it's just so vague. There's just so many avenues to it. You know, it's kind of, so many people get misdiagnosed all the time. And there's so many small factors that add up. And I don't know, but it makes sense. You know, obviously good physical and mental health. Good personal and intimate relations, such as those of marriage, the family, and friendships. So there's kind of like a need of a balance between marriage, family, and friendships. Like, you know those friends who, should I just play another game? Nah, I'm gonna just play another game. Hold up. Yo, we just got the sweaty map for no reason, bro. What? Okay, anyway, so you know those people, one of your homies, you guys play games all the time, like every day for hours. You don't even, like, you're sleep deprived because all you guys do is just grind the game together. And then they get a girl. And once they get a girl, they're just never seeing a VC ever again. It's like they're Hollywood or something. They're just too good to be around you now. Because all they're doing is just spending time with their girl, you know? Like, you're playing games with them, you're like in VC with them, and low-key, they're in a call with their girl. And it's kind of weird because you'd be asking them questions or how their day was, and they're low-key ignoring you. But it's because they're just talking to their girl. And it's just like, damn, bro. What? My repulsor not working? Am I just not Tony Stark? Okay, I'm getting rocked. Okay, hello? Yo, chill on me. Chill, bro, chill. Some warning shot. Yo, what? Dude, I'm so ugly and I'm not gonna say that, but I'm just like very big. I'm just very big, like mentally. I'm just holy 4,000 wins. I think there should always be a balance between like having like a girlfriend, boyfriend, and your friends. And obviously, you know, family. I just hate those people that just like ditch their friends. They're going through like the honeymoon period of like their relationship. Because in my opinion, there should always be a balance. You shouldn't always be with your girl. It's only like until marriage, I guess, because you guys are moving in together or something that you should, I mean, like you don't really have a choice, so you're like living with a person, you know? But if there's not a balance, like I believe in like most situations, like it's kind of a bad thing if your girl doesn't have her own friend group or if you don't have your own. And I don't think they should like mesh together. I think there's always drama involved somehow. Because, okay, so let's say like you invite your girl to your friend group and then like everyone like fucks with your girl and they're like, damn, she's one of the bros. And then you guys break up. And then there's like a weird divide in the friend group because like a lot of people, they actually liked your girl's personality, you know, like she was fun to play with. And now she's like not going to be in the friend group anymore. You'd expect everyone to side with the guy because he was first in the group. But what if she was like low-key more cool than the guy? And then there becomes this divide and just things just get awkward in the friend group. And then it's just like, it's just not a good idea. How did I not get that last hit? Yo, who is this? What? Did this guy just take a bullet from me? That's just my opinion. There are certain exceptions to, I guess, like online group. I don't know if I would ever invite my girl. Because like, obviously, like she can play with the boys every once in a while. But I don't know if I would like make it a normal thing. I don't know. Is that like, is that a weird opinion? I don't know if that's too controlling. I mean, it's not like I wouldn't allow her. If she asked to, then like I would do it. But it's just like, why don't you have your own friends? Okay, I wanted to tag the AFK guy. But this guy just wants to fight so bad. For some reason. Yo. Like, it's just like so... Wait, I could have actually tagged him maybe. It's just like, it's just so awkward. Those situations are so awkward, man. Is it just me? Two Paulus? Well, that name was actually so hard, bro. Oh my. You know, that Two Hollow song with Ian? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I don't understand the Ian hate, I'm not gonna lie. Like, 3.5 by Ian? That might be better than anything Eminem has ever made in his life. Like, for real. Like, 3.5? Just to help me sleep? Like, come on, bruh. That's hard, bro. That's hard. Like, I know Eminem could never do that on that beat. Okay, what? Why is like 2 Paulus actually insane? I got the furry buff. Okay, how am I supposed to beat that? Maybe I should just like infinitely click. It's just like, how do they just shit on me, yo? How do they just shit on me? I'm like constantly, I'm clicking 15 and they're just like, they're out hitting me. It's like they're dodging my punches. Chill, bro. I'm trying to talk about Carl Jung, man. Like this not... Holy... Shit on. Holy... Oh my gosh, you shit on. How did that guy just do that? What? Okay, anyway. So his third thing is the faculty for perceiving beauty in art and nature. Which I think is very important. I never really thought about it being a necessity for having a fulfilling life. I just figured it was like something that I had that not a lot of people are interested in. But why aren't you interested in art? I feel like you can never go wrong with having an open mind to art. And I think I'm so into it because I don't think I'm capable of making art myself. Like I can't draw, I can't sing, I can't do anything artistic. Like I couldn't direct a movie or anything. I can't edit. I can really appreciate people who can, you know. I just follow so many art accounts on Twitter. I have a bunch of these quotes saved. I'm trying to read books and appreciate the diction that authors use. I think it's really cool to see genius in separate elements. I think that's like, I don't know, I just think that being the best at one specific thing, one specific niche thing is just such a cool concept. Watching geniuses in their own element is so cool. Watching people work their genius is awesome. And I guess that's one of the things that he agrees with. And hey, I don't think you can ever go wrong with having an open mind when it comes to having art. That's what I do with like movies. I watch different types of movies all the time. Because you can never go wrong with watching like a different type of movie. I mean, you could like obviously not enjoy it. You could also really enjoy it. And I think that gamble is worth it. Okay, next he says, reasonable standards of living and satisfactory work. Which is kind of crazy because that's 4th on his list. There's 5 things on his list and that's number 4 on his list. So he's saying like you can have like a terrible standard of living, but if you have good physical and mental health, that's not that bad. Which I guess makes sense. But I don't know how you can have good physical and mental health if your standards of living are low. I don't know. It's kind of like one of the arguments against that quote by Socrates where he says we suffer more in imagination and reality is like you can't just tell a person who's starving to just not think about starving, you know. It's not like they're suffering from lack of food in their heads. You can't just say that, which is, you know, one of the criticisms. But I feel like that's obvious. He's not talking about the homeless, because I don't know, was Socrates a really educated person? He probably was, like, really, like, highly and wealthy. But I don't think bringing up a counterpoint like that makes his quote not make sense anymore, makes it irrational, illogical. I think it still makes sense. It's just like the context matters a lot. Yeah, anyway. So his fifth point is a religious point of view capable of coping successfully with the... I don't know what this word says. I'm gonna just use my context clues and say it means complexities. A philosophic or religious point of view capable of coping successfully with the complexities of life. Does he just mean having a good defense mechanism? I think that's what that means, right? A good foundation, right? A good philosophic view of life, capable of coping successfully with the complexities of life. And that reminds me of this one video I watched. It basically says we suffer because we want to, because fundamentally there's always a silver lining in every misfortune that we go through. So one of the quotes, he says, I step onto my misfortunes and I stand taller. And he basically says how there's an advantage in every disadvantage. Like I said with the relationship thing, even though, you know, she cheated on you, she treated you bad, but now you know better and you've grown as a person, and there's always like a silver lining behind every bad thing that happens. And I think that's what he means by philosophic point of view. And it's philosophic because, you know, like the Socrates quote, you can't just tell someone who's starving to just not think about starving. That's not how that works. How did I end up on the other side? Bro, I'm destroying my finger right now and he's winning! He's winning! This sandwich is winning! How much CPS was I getting? I swear to God, I was clicking like 36 there, bro. How was he trading with me? Oh my God. Ah, good luck, sir. This guy watches my videos, I think. I can't lose. Unreflecting. That terrible ass name? Low-key. I'm just playing, bro. That's hard, bro. It's hard. What are you trying to do? This guy clicks like 6 CPS. What is he doing? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can't do that thing where I run inside them. Pause. He won. Oh, we tied. I mean, if I didn't get slowness, I win that. Those are Jung's 5 points of what makes a fulfilling life. I'm gonna read them again. The first one is good physical and mental health. 2, good personal and intimate relations, such as those of marriage, the family, and relationships and friendships. You need all of them. You can't have just one of them. You need all of them. You need a balance in your life. A faculty for perceiving beauty in art and nature, reasonable standards of living and satisfactory work. And 5, a philosophic or religious point of view capable of coping successfully with the complexities of life. The thing is, you will have bad times, but they will always wake you up to the stuff you weren't paying attention to. It's more about living in the moment, living in the present, more than trying to chase some goals. Like the one thing a lot of people talk about, a lot of successful people point out, you probably think these successful people are really happy because they achieve their goals. But one thing that they realize that whenever they achieve their goals, they just have, like, yes, they're satisfied in the moment, but after a couple of days, they feel the same again. And then they just create another goal and another thing to chase. You kind of realize that you have to learn to be happy now. You can't just think if once you have this in your life, you're going to be happy. Or once this happens, my life is going to be good. Once I do this, I don't know, if I grow taller, I'll be happier. Like, that's just not how it works. Because, you know, once you grow taller, you're going to be thinking like, oh, but if I had good hair, if I was good at sports, you're just always going to come up with another thing. So I have to learn to be happy now. That's the secret. There's like this memory in my head that I always think about. A couple months ago, I went to this Blade concert and, you know, there was everyone around me, me included. We're all just recording Blade performing on our phones and we're all like singing along to his lyrics. I remember glancing at this girl and she was like in the crowd and her eyes were closed and she was just singing along to the lyrics and dancing. And this made me think like, damn, bro, like, what am I doing? Like, I'm really not living in the present because I'm just recording this. Like, obviously it's good to have memories, but I could always find recordings on the internet, you know? Like, I can just find like Blade concert footage and I can just look that over. I don't have to stand here and record it myself. I don't know. I just always think about how she's like just living in the present, not thinking about the future, not thinking about, oh, I want to look at this later. It was kind of just embracing the present and taking it all in. Pause. I don't know. I think I'm really jealous of her because we all went to the same concert, but she had a way better experience than me, I think. Anyway, that's going to be today's video. I don't know if this video was even more, this was even less organized than the last video somehow. I think it's because I went through the eudaimonia thing way quicker than I thought I would, so I brought up the Carl Jung thing. But yeah, I don't know, bro. I changed my mouse, my FOV, my sense. I'm still bad at this game. Yeah, that's going to be today's video. If you enjoyed, thanks for enjoying, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.